What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Let's look at performance review of HavaOS 4.4 official build running on Xiaomi Poco F1. This is one of the most stable ROM around. So before getting started, if you are new to my channel, sub to the channel would be really appreciated. To begin with, let's quickly check about font session. The version I am using is 4.4. The ROM is based upon Android 11 and uses latest security patch from 5th April 2021. The kernel they are using is Silver Core 8.8. I did updated no gravity kernel for better experience. We'll discuss about this in later video. SE Linux is by default set as enforcing. Under battery session, the ROM does includes pixel thermal switching. You can choose your own thermals from here. Since I did flash no gravity kernel, I didn't enable it by default because this kernel is not supported by thermal switching. But it is capable of boosting performance according to the given task. And the ROM is capable of doing fast charging. For me, it took maximum of 1.5 hours to full charge from 5% to 100, and it does give you nearly 8 hours of screen on time with moderate gaming. Under security session, the ROM does includes all security features including IR face unlock. Both fingerprint and IR face unlocks are working pretty well. Didn't face any issue here. Out of the box, the ROM does passes safety net checks. Also, the device is Google Play Protect certified, so you won't be facing any issue with playing medias or using banking applications. The ROM does includes an option called Configuration Center, which includes all special customization towards this ROM. Screen session allows you to hide notch and didn't face any issue here. Under miscellaneous, gaming mode is present and you will be able to enable or disable it. Also, gesture customization, ambient display option present here and works pretty great. Adjust brightness by status bar having some issue here. I did even tried it by hiding notch, but 2 out of 5 time I was able to see the result. Anyway, it is not something to be worried about. Apart from that, everything else works pretty well here. Under Quick Settings, you can add more rows and columns to Quick Access panel, and it works very well. When it comes to Quick Settings panel, the ROM includes many tiles and you can add each of them by just doing single tap. There are more tiles like dark mode switching, FPS info, CPU info, and more and more. Everything works pretty well. Screen recorder here comes with internal audio and microphone recording at a time. After enabling it, I didn't face any issue here. Everything was smooth and responsive. The recent menu includes screenshot option, also clear all option as well. Both does its job pretty well. Everything else works pretty good and buttery smooth. One thing I noticed is after hiding nodes, the corners are not that curved shape. So now without wasting time, let's quickly get into app opening test. I'll be opening few day-to-day applications with games. Let's see how many are there in RAM. So almost all apps and games were there in ROM. I did notice Shadow Fighter did reloaded, but PUBG was there in RAM. So the RAM management of this ROM is not that much bad. When comes to benchmark, the Under 2 scores 3,79,000 plus with no gravity kernel, and Geekbench scores single core 505 and multi core 2180, which is pretty decent scores. The main reason behind I flashed no gravity is this: without no gravity, the Under 2 scores 2 lakh and 34,000 plus, which is not at all good for a gamer. So with no gravity, overall a great daily driver and gaming ROM for Poco F1, whether it is design wise or stability wise. There is no major bugs noticed. Fast charging supports, Google certification is there, safety net passes out of the box. Android 11 with screen recorder. I am splitting gameplay to next video due to video length limitations. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe my channel and enable that bell icon because there are more stuffs to come. Thank you for watching my video. Till next time, be safe and take care.